Hi, Diana Southall here. I'm here to share with you today a really useful exercise for any small business owner or even manager that has more than 3 people that report to you. So, when we have multiple people that we work with on our team, we have our key people we depend on. We have sort of the middle group, which I call our steady eddies, solid citizens. And then we have some people that give us people pains. And we have limited time in the day and in the month and the year. So the question is, how can I maximize my time coaching my team? How do I bring up my people with people pains? And how do I maximize my average people so that we can get more top performers? Okay, so I have a great exercise that I work with for new clients, and I recently used this in a workshop I gave for the University of Buffalo Center for Entrepreneurial Leadership. So we had about 30 small business owners in the room, and this is exactly what I did. I thought I'd share it with you today. And at the end of the video, I have a link for you to be able to download the template and be able to do it in your own office. Okay, so I call it the People Performance Profiler. Let's map out the performance of all our teams so we can figure out where to get started. And depending on where people fall on this profile, it depends on the kinds of conversations and action plans you create for them to develop them and improve their performance. So let me show you the model. Okay. So if you can see here, I've got to move myself over a little bit. Okay, as you can see here, right, I map people based on the left side, you can see there's a row for commitment. So we have our high commitment, loyal, dependable people on the top. We have middle, right? They come in, they do their job, and then we have low commitment. They either give you a hard time or it just seems like they're not engaged in their job and they're really not interested in being there. Okay, so that's the row. And then the columns are on the top side, really high performers. They really exceed your expectations. The middle column is for people whose performance, again, the steady eddies, they come in, they do the job. Maybe don't set the world on fire, I like to say. And then the far left column are your people that they either need development or their performance is really subpar, okay? So if you think about it, you've got people in the bottom left, sometimes called C players. They have low to medium commitment and their performance isn't good. Now, they may be brand new, okay, in which case they do need development to move them up the ladder, and that would be the focus of your coaching and your development. But sometimes you have people so that's the upper green box here. They're loyal, but they clearly they're struggling in the job. Maybe you promoted somebody, maybe you changed the job. So that, to me, is an intervention for job fit. And I have another video on job fit later this week. Okay, if they're obviously the bottom quadrant, they have poor attitude, poor commitment, and poor performance, they're at risk for termination. And the intervention is what they often call in the corporate world the performance improvement plan. You literally sit down and say, look, this is where you're at. This is where I need you to go, right? And let's build a plan to get you there, or we don't have a job for you anymore. But it's a very specific process for that. Okay, in the middle, we have our people who, they're meeting expectations. They have high commitment or medium commitment. We're going to do kind of a mixed combination action plan with we're focusing on their strengths and doing anything we can with job fit or with management or coaching to improve their attitude and their performance. On the bottom is interesting. You've got people who are medium to high performers. For some reason, they're tuned out. Maybe they don't come to team meetings. Maybe they're just not putting in the efforts like they used to. If that's the case, that is an absolute warning sign that these people are looking for another job, or they've absolutely tuned out, and they may very well be leaving you shortly. So warning sign, obviously you want to go talk to those people sooner rather than later because they're good employees, right? Okay, so then on the top box is heaven. It's an A player. They exceed your expectations. They have great loyalty and commitment. Often they're high potential people. You think maybe they're people you can develop and improve them and to grow within the business, have a job or a career path. But they're also somewhat at retention risk because there's a lot you need to do to sort of, I call it the care and feeding of high potentials. Okay, so you need to be working with them and constantly feeding their need for challenges, for more involvement in the business. They need recognition. They need positive coaching. They need improvement coaching. They want to learn and grow. So each of these different groups have different interventions, I'll call it, different action plans, different conversations. So as I said, if you'd like to click on the link, you can get this template and you can work your own people through this exercise. And I hope this has been a valuable exercise for you. Thanks so much.